Hello, and welcome back to the English Club. In today's video, we will go through the book The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. Money is something we all think about. We work for it, save it, spend it, and worry about it. But do we really understand how we think about money? That's what Morgan Housel talks about in his book The Psychology of Money. He doesn't give us tips on where to invest or how to make millions. Instead, he helps us understand our own relationship with money, our thoughts, our emotions, and our behavior. The book starts with a powerful idea. How we behave with money is often more important than how smart we are. You could have a PhD in finance, but still make bad money choices. On the other hand, someone with little education can build wealth by simply being consistent and calm. Housel explains that financial success is not only about knowledge, it's about behavior. Many people think that being rich is all about how much money you make, but that's not true. It's more about how much you save, how much you spend, and how patient you are. For example, you might earn a lot of money each month, but if you spend all of it, you won't be rich. On the other hand, someone who earns less but saves wisely can become wealthy over time. One important idea in the book is that wealth is what you don't see. When you see someone driving a luxury car, you might think they're rich, but what you see is their spending, not their savings. True wealth is the money you don't spend, the money sitting in your bank account, your investments, or your assets. Being rich is flashy, but being wealthy is quiet. Housel also talks about the role of luck and risk. Two people can make the same decisions, but get very different results. One might become successful because of luck, and another might fail because of bad timing. That doesn't mean the successful person was smarter. It just means they got lucky. So, we should be careful not to judge people only by their results. And we should be humble, knowing that luck plays a big role in our financial lives. Another big idea is that we all have different experiences with money. A person who grew up during a time of inflation or recession will think differently about saving and investing than someone who grew up during a time of economic growth. Our decisions are shaped by our personal stories, and that's why two people can look at the same situation and make completely different choices. The book tells us to save money not just for a goal, but for flexibility. Having savings gives you options. It allows you to make choices, to take breaks, to deal with emergencies, and to enjoy peace of mind. You don't always need a reason to save. Save because life is unpredictable, and savings give you control. Time is also a big part of building wealth. Compounding is when your money earns money, and then that money earns more money. Over a long time, this creates big growth. Housel gives the example of Warren Buffett. He became one of the richest people in the world not just because he's a good investor, but because he started investing when he was very young and kept doing it for more than 70 years. The secret was time. But compounding only works if you're patient. Many people lose money not because their investments were bad, but because they didn't stay invested long enough. They got scared during a market crash and sold too soon. Or they tried to get rich quickly and took big risks. Housel says it's better to be pretty good for a long time than to try to be amazing for a short time. Another helpful idea in the book is to define what enough means to you. Many people keep chasing more money, more stuff, and more success, but they never feel satisfied. They always want the next big thing. But knowing what is enough for you can bring peace. It helps you avoid comparing yourself to others and making risky decisions just to impress people. Morgan Housel also reminds us that people do crazy things with money. But those things often make sense to them based on their life experiences. So instead of judging others, we should try to understand where they're coming from. This helps us become more thoughtful and less emotional when we make our own money decisions. Another key lesson is that building wealth is slow. There is no shortcut, no magic trick. It takes time, discipline, and patience. Housel encourages us to make simple, repeatable choices, spend less than you earn, save regularly, avoid debt, and stay calm. These habits might sound boring, but they work. It's also important to protect yourself from the downside. Don't take big risks that could destroy everything. Be ready for surprises. Even if the future looks bright, things can go wrong. Having a safety net can protect you from financial disaster. Morgan Housel says that doing well with money has a little to do with how smart you are and a lot to do with how you behave. So, if you can stay calm, make wise choices, and think long-term, you'll do better than most people. To use the ideas in this book in your own life, start by being aware of your money habits. Are you spending too much just to impress others? Are you saving enough for the future? Are you trying to get rich quickly? Or are you thinking about the long run? Then try to build good habits. Start saving a small amount each month. Avoid unnecessary debt. Don't try to time the market or chase the latest trends. Just be consistent. And remember that your goal is not to be rich for a day. It's to be financially free for a lifetime. Also, understand your own relationship with money. What did you learn about money growing up? What are your fears? What are your dreams? Knowing these things can help you make better decisions. And finally, be kind to yourself. Everyone makes money mistakes. What matters is that you learn from them and keep moving forward. The Psychology of Money is not a book about numbers. It's a book about people, about emotions, behavior, and the way we think. It shows us that being good with money doesn't mean being perfect. It means being thoughtful, patient, and realistic. So, if you want to improve your financial life, don't just look for tricks or hacks. Look at your mindset. Change the way you think about money, and your results will follow. Okay, that's all for today. Please leave a like, comment, share, and don't forget to subscribe.